திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். புழியர்கோன் வெப்பொழித்த புகழியர்கோன் கடல் போற்றி, ஆழிமிசை கல்மிதப்பில் அணைந்த பிரான் அடி போற்றி, வாழி திரு நாவலூர் வன்றொண்டர் பதம் போற்றி, ஊழிமலி திருவாதவூரர் திருத்தாள் போற்றி. திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். So last week when we had met, we had discussed Manikavachaka's life story, and today we will get into the section that we wanted to discuss, which is thiruvembāvai. So just to recap, Manikavachaka is one of the four Saiva Acharyas. He is usually listed as the fourth in the list, and he has sung set of songs. They are compiled into a book called tiruvācakam and tirukkovayār. So the thiruvembāvai is seventh section in the tiruvācakam work, and this is something which is very important and contains a lot of philosophical information. And the thiruvembāvai is something that is sung by the girls when they do the vratam, pāvai vratam, in the morning of Dhanurmasam. That is a traditional one. So the pāvai nonbu, as it is known as in Tamil, is something that is followed by young girls as part of their morning puja during the month of Margazhi, which is Dhanurmasam, which is like mid-December to mid-January time period. And as you know, the month of Margazhi is a very special month. It's highly reserved. It is known for religious austerities and worship, because even in Bhagavad Gita, you can see that Krishna will say that, among the months is the Margazhi Masam, which is the Dhanurmasam. And yes, correct, Masana Margasirsham, that's correct. So that is the Margasirsham is the month that is called the Margazhi in Tamil. And so, as you know, this is, they have, philosophically they say that the Dhanurmasam is like the early morning for the Deva day, right? If they look at 1 year as the one day for Devas, then the Dhanurmasam is corresponding to their early morning hours, like the Brahma Muhurtam for the Devas. And so that is auspicious time for worship. And in fact, this is something very ancient tradition. In the very old days, the girls will do this prayer, primarily for rain, so that we have plentiful rains, and then so that the world can be happy. And they also do that as part of their prayers to get a good husband. During the early mornings of the Margazhi Masam, the girls will go and pray. They usually go to the local pond or a river, take bath, and offer prayers to the Parvati, which is the Ambal, seeking blessings for rain and a good husband. That is a traditional history. In fact, in Srimad Bhagavatam, there is an episode where the gopis of the Gokulam, they go and do this vratam called Katyayani vratam, seeking Krishna as their husband. So in the same way, later on, Andal has sung Tirupāvai, that is addressed to Vishnu, and Manikavachaka has sung thiruvembāvai, which is addressed to Shiva. So Vaishnava devotees, during the month of Margazhi, they recite Tirupāvai, which has got 30 songs, sung by Andal. And Shaiva devotees, they recite thiruvembāvai, and there are 20 songs in thiruvembāvai. And even though these are set as in the context of girls doing this vratam, it has got a lot of philosophical meaning in it. Basically, it is the context is that there is a group of girls in the village, and they all have to go to the pond or river and take bath and do their puja in the morning. So some of them wake up and then come out and then go to the house of their friend and then calls her out. Hey, come out, we are all waiting for you. And the girl comes and joins, and then they go to another friend's house and they calls her out. So this way the group of friends, they go from house to house to house, gather all their friends, and then they go to the river, take bath, and then do puja and all that. So this is the background. So in this tiruvembāvai, you will find, as we go through the songs, there is a lot of dialogue between the girls on the street and the girl inside, and they are all talking about, hey, wake up, come out, we are waiting, etc. So philosophically, this is, you can look at it as allegorically, that this is basically waking our dormant mind and focusing it on worshipping Shiva. So that's a philosophical context. So out of the 20 songs, we have, we can look at the 20 songs in certain groups. So you can say that the first 8 songs are the group of friends going from house to house to house and waking up the girl in the house and going to the next house. That is the context. And then song 9 and 10, all the girls have joined together now. They are walking towards the pond to take bath. So as they are walking, they are singing. And in songs 11 to 18, the girls are bathing in the pond and singing and enjoying themselves in the pond. And song 19 is a prayer that they address to Shiva, seeking good husbands. And song 20 is a concluding song, and in that it's more like a archana. They are praising the Lord's attributes and praising Him, saying potri, potri, potri. So that is the sum of these 20 songs. And it is traditional that in month of Margazhi, people recite these tiruvembāvai in the morning and in the evening. And this is a very famous set of songs. And you will, if you go to YouTube, you will find many singers have sung these tiruvembāvai songs. MLV has sung, Bombay Sisters, Hyderabad Shiva, Oduvas, number of people have sung. This is a very popular and famous padhigam. So that is the background. Now we will go into the padhigam itself. And each of these songs, they have 8 lines, and usual songs that we have seen in Thevaram are all 4-line songs, whereas tiruvembāvai is 8-line songs. You can see it from the beginning rhyme that you will see across the lines. With that, what I will suggest is that, like what we have been doing with Thevaram padhigams, let us take the first song. Let me say the words little by little, and then one of you can repeat them, and then I can give the meaning, and then another of you can repeat the whole verse at the end. And at the end of today's session, we will listen to the Oduvar singing the songs that we have covered in today's session. So with that, Ramakrishna, why don't you repeat after I say these words? You have the file, right? Yeah. Ādiyum, andamum, you have to go further down in the file. It's 8.07. Second section. It will be 3 pages down, I think. 8.07. Tiruvembāvai. Yeah. Ādiyum, andamum, illā, arumberum, sōdiyai yām pāda, kēṭṭēyum, vaڵttiya mādē vaḷarudiyō vaṉ-seviyō நின் செவிதான் mādēvaṉ vār-kaḻalgaḻ vāḻttiya vāḻttoli போய் vīdivāyk kēṭṭalumē vimmi meymmaṛandu pōdār amaḷiyiṉmēl niṇḍrum puraṇḍu iṅṅaṉ ஏதேனும் ஆகாள் கிடந்தாள் என்னே என்னே ஈதே எந்தோழி பரிசு ஏலோர் எம்பாவாய். Yeah, good. So, as I was mentioning before, this is the first song of tiruvembāvai, where already a bunch of girls have gathered and they have gone to a friend's house. These girls are standing outside on the street and they are calling out the girl who is still inside the house, still sleeping on her bed. So they are calling her out, describing various things and saying, why are you not coming out yet? So that is a background. So we look at the phrases. ādiyum andamum illā arumberum jyotiyai யாம் பாட கேட்டேயும் வாள்-தடங்கண் mādē vaḷarudiyō vaṉ-seviyō நின் செவிதாண். So that is one long phrase. We will look at the words and then we will understand the meaning of that. ādiyum andamum illā arumberum jyoti. That is Shiva. Jyoti is light. And how is that light? It is arumberum jyoti. It is a rare, great jyoti. And what else is known about this jyoti? ādiyum andamum illā jyoti. That means that this jyoti has no ādi, no antam. Means it has no beginning, no end. Ādi is beginning, antam is end. You will find a lot of Sanskrit words in these verses. ādiyum andamum illā means the jyoti that has no beginning or end. That rare, great jyoti, that is Shiva. We are singing the glory of that jyoti. Yam pada kēṭṭēyum. We are singing his glory. Yam pada means we are singing. Yam pada kēṭṭēyum, you are listening. Yam pada kēṭṭēyum means even after listening to us singing the glory of this great, rare jyoti that has no beginning and end. In spite of listening to us singing his glory, you are still sleeping. vaڵttiya mādē vaḷarudiyō. Mādē means girl. vaڵttiya mādē means they are describing that girl. Oh bright, long-eyed girl. vaḷarudiyō. Are you still sleeping? vaṉ-seviyō நின் செவிதாண். Sevi means ear. vaṉ-sevi means the ear that is hard of hearing. It doesn't hear. Like, are your ears incapable of hearing? vaṉ-seviyō நின் செவிதாண். Nin sevi means your ears. Are your ears hard of hearing? Do they not hear properly? Fourth line. mādēvaṉ vār-kaḻalgaḻ vāḻttiya vāڵttoli போய் vīdivāyk kēṭṭalumē vimmi meymmaṛandu pōdār amaḷiyiṉmēl niṇḍrum puraṇḍiŋŋaṉ ēdēnum āgāள் kiɗanḍāள் ennē ennē ஈதே எந்தோழி பரிசு. So what is happening is this. So outside there are a bunch of girls. So one of them is calling out, "Oh girl, oh friend, we are singing the glories of Shiva, who stood as an infinite column of fire. We are singing his glory, and in spite of hearing those praises, you are still sleeping. What is this? Are you hard of hearing? Don't your ears hear the sound?" That is one girl was asking this of the girl who is still inside the house. Then in the group outside, right, there is another girl. She is responding to the first girl, explaining something, and in that process she is teasing the girl who is still sleeping inside. So this second girl, in the outside girl, she tells the first girl, "Oh, that is not the case. What really happened is this. As we were coming along singing Shiva's glory, our friend who is still inside, she heard that glory, Shiva's glory, and as soon as she heard Shiva's name and his glory, she became so entranced. She got so emotional that she fainted. So she is lying there, fainted in her deep devotion. That's why she is not coming out." This is the true state of our friend. Basically mocking her, mocking the girl inside. So that is the second part of the song. Again we will go look at the words. Mādēvaṉ. Mādēvaṉ means Mahadeva. Vaṛ-kaḻalgaḻ means his holy feet. Vaḻttiya vaļttu olipoi. The sound of the praises that we are singing, that went inside and reached her. And as soon as she heard that, vīdivāyk kēṭṭalumē, as soon as she heard this sound of Shiva's praises coming from the street outside, Vīdi is street. Vīdivāyk kēṭṭalumē means as soon as she heard from the street, what did this girl do? Vimmi. She became very emotional, and her eyes started tearing up, her voice choked. So vimmi. That's vimmi means becoming overcome with emotion and her voice getting choked up. Meymmaṟandu. Mey is body. Marandu means forgetting. So she lost sense of her body because she has become so engrossed in the devotion. meymmaṛandu pōdār amaḷiyiṉmēl niṇḍrum puraṇḍu iṅṅaṉ ēdēnum āgāள் kiɗanḍāள். So what happened was, she was sleeping on her flower adorned bed. Pōdu means flower. Amaļi means bed. Pōdu or amaļi means the bed that is strewn with flowers. That is, for fragrance and for softness, they will put flowers on the bread. So pōdār amaļi, she is lying on this flower bed, and as soon as she heard this, she became so emotional. She wanted to get up, but she rolled down and fell down the ground. Puraṇḍu means rolled. Iṅṅaṉ ēdēnum āgāள் kiɗanḍāள். She is lying here, unable to move. She is totally lost herself. She is so emotional. She has no sense of her own body. She is so engrossed in Shiva's name and Shiva's form. So ēdēnum āgāள் kiɗanḍāள். Unable to move, she is lying there on the ground, there on the floor. Enne. Oh, what a wonder. What is her great devotion? What a devotion. ஈதே எந்தோழி பரிசு. This is our state of our dear friend inside. thiruvembāvai. Thiruvembāvai is a refrain that will come in every song. Means to listen, to accept. Over means to think, to meditate. Thiruvembāvai, our dear girl. Oh dear girl, listen to this and think about it. That is the meaning of that phrase, thiruvembāvai. But this phrase will come in every song and only in 1 or 2 songs it will make that sense. Other songs, it just comes as a standard refrain for the padhigam. May not have direct meaning in the other songs. So again, to summarize, the girls are calling the girl inside the house from the street. The girls on the street are calling out, "Hey girl inside, we are singing Shiva's praise, and in spite of hearing it, you are still sleeping. What happened? Your ears don't hear us. What's going on?" And then another girl outside, she's mocking the girls who are still inside the house. "Hey girls, that's not what is her ears can hear very well, but she heard the voice, our voice from the street, and as soon as she heard Shiva's name and Shiva's glory, she fainted in deep devotion. She is lying there on the ground inside. She is not sleeping, she is fainted in devotion. That is the true state of our friend inside." And thus, the second girl is mocking the girl who is still sleeping. So that is the context of this song and the meaning of the song. And every song, the first 8 songs will go like this. The girls on the street will be calling out to the girl who is sleeping inside and waking her up and asking her to come and join them in singing Shiva's praises. So that is the first song at a very superficial level. But if you have any comments, questions, please feel free to ask. Okay. So why don't you repeat the whole verse? That way then we can go to the second verse. Very good, very good. So, ide endoli parisu. So that let's say parisu, not parisu, parisu. Vaḻarudiyō. And when you hear this, when you hear the song sung by the oduvar or the singers, they typically will say the last line as ide endoli parisevāḻarudiyō. They will put that elor with the previous word. They will join it with that when they sing it, but that is information. They sing it like that because when they sing, that will come as the third part of that line. That's how they sing it. But for meaning purposes, we have to separate the words. That's why I separated in the file that I sent. Okay, so are we ready to go to the second song? Okay, so Pasam Paranjodikku Yenbai Irapagal Nam Pesumbodhu Eppodhu Ippodār Amaļikke Nesamum Vaittanayō Nēriழையாய் Nēriழையீர் Chīchi இவையும் சிலவோ விளையாடி ஏசும் இடம் இதோ விண்ணோர்கள் ஏத்துதற்கு கூசும் malarp-pādam தந்தருள வந்தருளும் தேசன் சிவலோகன் தில்லை சிற்றம்பலத்துள் ஈசனார்க்கு அன்பார் யாம் ஆர் ஏலோர் எம்பாவாய். Good. So in this song, first song was sung at one girl's house. That girl would have come out. She has joined the group. Now this group has become a little larger. They are moving on to the next friend's house. And the girls again are standing on the street, calling out to the girl who is inside. And this girl, the girl who is inside in the second house, they are telling her, oh girl, whenever we were talking, right, yesterday, day before yesterday, last week, whenever we get together and talk, you always claim that you have a lot of love for Shiva. But today, it looks like you have a lot of love for this bed. What's going on? And then, bunch of other friends who are also on the outside, they are telling the girl who is singing, who is calling out like that, oh girls, let us not say these kind of things. This is not the time to mock our friend. This is the time to praise Shiva. And then she calls out to the girl inside, oh girl, even devas are feel ashamed that they are not qualified enough to worship Shiva properly. Whereas, who are we compared to them? So we are, after all, we are ordinary devotees. Let's come out, join us, let's go praise him. That is the gist of the song. Now we will go look at the words. Pasam paranjodikku enbāy. You used to say, Pasam is love. Paranjoti is Shiva, the ultimate light. Paranjoti. So, Pasam paranjodikku enbāy. You used to say that you have love for Shiva. Irāppagal நாம் பேசும்போது எப்போது. Irāppagal means night and day. நாம் பேசும்போது எப்போது. Whenever we used to get together and chit-chat and have fun, whether it was daytime, nighttime, whenever we were together and we were talking, you always used to say you have a lot of devotion for Shiva, you have a lot of love for Shiva. But what is the situation today? Looks like now you have a lot of love for this nice bed. இப்போது ஆர் அமளிக்கே நேசமும் வைத்தனையோ. Did you develop a lot of love for this nice bed today? That's the நேரிழையாய். நேரிழையாய் means oh girl. The word, there are a lot of words in Tamil for referencing a girl. Typically they will be defining using various attributes of the girl. So நேரிழை, இழை means jewels, jewelry. நேரிழை means nice jewelry. நேரிழையாய் means oh girl wearing nice jewelry. That's the literal meaning of the word. But you can simply take it to mean oh girl. So the group outside is saying நேரிழையாய் oh girl. Whenever we used to chat night and day, whenever we were together and we were chit-chatting, you used to say that you have a lot of love for Shiva. But have you developed a lot of love for this nice bed now? That's a question, rhetorical question from outside, mocking her. And then some other girls who are also on the outside in the group, they are telling the girl who is mocking, tell her, நேரிழையீர், oh girls, Chichi ivayum silavo. Chichi is an expression which says that, of expression of disgust, expression of reproach. Ivayum silavo means, are these a few words? Are these some of the words that we should be saying in the early morning time? Chichi ivayum silavo. Are these words that we should be saying in the morning? Vilayadi yesum idam ido. Vilayadadal means to have games, to have fun, to play. Yesum idam. Yesudal means to mock. Idam ido, the time and place. Idam is place. It can also mean time. Ido means is this. So, vilayadi yesum idam ido. Is this the time and place to have playful mockery? No. This is not the right time to mock our friend. This is not the right time to play games with our friend. This is the time to worship Shiva. விண்ணோர்கள் ஏத்துதற்கு கூசும் மலர்பாதம் தந்தருள வந்தருளும் தேசன் சிவலோகன் தில்லை சிற்றம்பலத்துள் ஈசன். So she is describing Shiva's attributes. So விண்ணோர்கள் ஏத்துதற்கு கூசும் means even the விண்ணோர்கள் means celestials, the devas. ஏத்துதற்கு கூசும், even they are feeling little bit ashamed because they think that they are not yet fully qualified to worship properly. They don't know how to worship Shiva properly. So even they are a bit ashamed of themselves. விண்ணோர்கள் ஏத்துதற்கு கூசும், that kind of a lotus feet. That is Shiva's lotus feet. So, and he is a Tesan. Tesan is a Sanskrit word, means Tesan is Tejas. That is the root of the word. Tesan means one who is full of brilliance, light, form of light, one who is effulgent. So that Shiva, Shivalokan, the one who is in the Shivalokam, Tillai Chitrambalattul Isan, the Swami who is dwelling in Chitrambalam, Chidambaram temple in Tillai. That Shiva, he is coming and bestowing his holy feet on us. Malarp-pādam tandarula vandarulum. So that Shiva is here to bestow his grace on us. So given that, who are we? We are devotees. Isanarku anbu ar yam ar. We are, after all, we are ordinary humans with love for Shiva. And how should we worship Shiva? When devas are feeling ashamed that they are not fully qualified, but that Shiva is coming to bestow his grace on us, on ordinary devotees. So think about this and come join us. Let's go worship. So that is the meaning of the second song. Any comments, questions? So what you will find is that in each of these songs, there's a lot of dialogue going on. It's like a drama. So there are girls outside, there is a girl inside, and the girls outside are telling something, the girl inside is replying with something, the girls are outside are telling something else. So it's a dialogue going on. But in the context of the dialogue, Shiva's glory is always highlighted. So why don't you repeat the whole verse, second verse? Very good. Yeah, some of the words are, because they are a little bit long and a little bit unfamiliar at the moment for you, you are finding it a little bit difficult, but after you listen to the songs a couple of times, they will become easy for you. So should we see one more song? Okay. So the third song, முத்தன்ன வெண்ணகையாய் முன் வந்து எதிர் எழுந்து என் அத்தன் ஆனந்தன் அமுதன் என்று அள்ளூரி தித்திக்க பேசுவாய் வந்து உன் கடை திறவாய் பத்துடையீர் ஈசன் பழ அடியீர் பாங்குடையீர் புத்தடியோம் புன்மை தீர்த்து ஆட்கொண்டால் பொல்லாதோ எத்தோ நின் அன்புடைமை எல்லோம் அறியோமோ சித்தம் அழகியார் பாடாரோ நம் சிவனை இத்தனையும் வேண்டும் எமக்கு ஏலோர் எம்பாவாய். Good. So this is the third house that their girls are going to, and again the girls outside are calling out to the girl inside, describing what she used to say, but now she is still sleeping. And then the girl inside, she wakes up. Instead of coming out, she started responding from inside itself. You know, you are all long-term devotees. I am a new devotee. So you know how to worship, you know how to wake up, you know everything. Whereas I am a new devotee, so I don't know all those things properly. So you should show some leniency on people like me. And then the girls outside say that, you know, hey, we know about your devotion, etc. You know, come and join us and sing Shiva's glory. That's what the back and forth response in this song. Again, we will look at the words and the word meanings, because once we know the word meanings, the phrase meanings, the song will be easier to memorize and easier to remember. Muttu anna veṉ்-நகையாய், that is one phrase. This is addressing the girl who is sleeping inside. So Muttu, you know, pearl. Muttu anna veṉ்-நகையாய், O girl who has bright white teeth like pearls. That is the meaning of the phrase. Muttanna veṉ்-நகையாய் முன் வந்து எதிரெழுந்து. You used to get up before us and come outside, and then you used to say, என் அத்தன் ஆனந்தன் அமுதன் என்று அள்ளூரி தித்திக்க பேசுவாய். You used to get up earlier and you used to say praises of Shiva as என் அத்தன், means my father. Attan is father, என் அத்தன் is my father. My father, Anandan. Anandam is Sanskritam word, you know that. It is bliss. Shiva is, as you know, Sachidanandam, right? Sat, Chit, Ananda, as the three attributes of Ishvara. So Anandan means one who is always in a state of bliss. Amudan. Amudan is again a Sanskritam word, Amrutam. So Amudan is one who is like Amrutam. So you used to sing Shiva's praises as my father, the Shiva who is always blissful, the Shiva who is like a divine nectar to me. So I used to sing praises of Shiva like that. Yendru alluri tittikka pesuvai. So you used to speak lovingly about Shiva with all those sweet words. Alluri means with love. Tittika means sweet. Pesuvai is to speak. So you used to speak very sweet, loving words about Shiva, saying that my father, or the Lord who is always blissful, the Lord who is like a divine nectar to me. You used to say all these nice words. But what is the status today? You are still sleeping inside. Vandu un kadai thiravai. Get up, come, open your door. Kadai in common Tamil, in today's Tamil, kadai means a shop. But in literary Tamil, kadai means door. So, vandu un kadai thiravai. Come and open the door. This is what the girls from outside are telling. Now the girl who is inside, she is awake now, but she is still on her bed. She hasn't come out yet. From there she is responding to the girls outside without coming out. Pattudayir, Isan Padhigam, Pangudayir, Puttadiyum punmai tirthu aatkondal pollādo. That is her response. She's saying good things about the girls outside. Pattudayir. Pattudayir means it can be interpreted in two ways. Pattu means 10. So Pattudayir means you have got the 10 qualities. And in the 10 qualities, the devotees have 10 qualities, as they say in the commentaries. In Sanskritam, it may be called dasakaryam. So there are 10 aspects of a devotee. 10 ways in which they show devotion. One, there are again in the commentaries they talk about this as two different types of things. One is external aspects, other is internal aspects. So if you talk of the external aspects, they talk about wearing holy ash, wearing rudraksham, wearing worshipping the elders, worshipping Shiva, singing Shiva's prayers, doing puja and all those things. So they outline 10 external things that are attributes of a good devotee. And similarly they say 10 internal attributes of a good devotee, which is that they talk about becoming we saw in the first song, right? As soon as you hear Shiva's name or glory, you feel emotional, your eyes well up, your voice chokes, your hair stands on its head, right? So you forget about yourself. So there are various things that are internal things that happen to a devotee. And so the girl inside is replying to the girls outside. Hey, you are all Pattudayir. You are all great devotees who have the 10 attributes of a good devotee. That is one way of interpreting the Pattudayir. Pattu can also be interpreted as Bhakti. So she can say that you have stronger Bhakti. You have deep Bhakti. You can put it that way too. So the girl inside is saying, you are all having great devotion. You are all long-term devotees of Shiva. Isan Padhigam. Isan is Shiva. Pada means old. Adiyir means you are devotees. You are all old devotees of Shiva. What does that mean? You have been Shiva devotees for a long time. And you are Pangudayir. You have good nature. Puttadiyum punmai tirthu aatkondal pollādo. Puttadiyum means she is referring to herself now. I am a new devotee. Puttadiyo means new devotee like us. Punmai is false. Tirthu aatkondal, if you show leniency, pollado, what is wrong with it? She is saying, I am a new devotee, you are all old devotees, you know how to act, I am a new devotee, so I am still learning. You being old long-term devotees, you should show leniency to a new devotee like me and accept me into your fold. That's what she is replying. And then, as soon as the girls outside heard this response, they call back. They say, they provide their response. Yetto nin anbudaimai, yellom ariyomo. Chittam azhagiyār pādāro nam sivanai. Ittanayum vendum emakku. So they are calling her Yetto nin anbudaimai. Anbudaimai is bhakti. Anbu is love. Anbudaimai is having love for Shiva. Yetto nin anbudaimai. You know, you said that you have love for Shiva, but is it fake love? Do you really truly have love for Shiva, or are you just faking as if you are a devotee? Yettu means cunningness, trick. So is your love fake? Yello mariyomo. We all know. Don't we all know about you? Chittam azhagiyār pādāro nam sivanai. Chittam is again a Sanskrit word. Those who have a good mind, chittam, a nice chittam, will they not sing praises of our Shiva? Ittanayum vendum emakku. This is what we want. Come out and join us. That's the gist of the third song. Again, it's a dialogue. First 3 lines are girls from outside calling up. Next 2 lines are girls inside talking to the girls outside. The last 3 lines are again girls outside telling the girl inside. So that's a dialogue that's going on. Any questions, comments on the third song? Okay. If not, can you repeat the whole verse? vaṉ-seviyō. Good. So now we covered the first 3 songs of tiruvembāvai. Again, I was talking primarily on the literal meaning, what those words mean, what the phrases mean. But as you can see, philosophically or allegorically, this is describing Shiva's greatness. It is describing the lakshanam of a devotee and trying to motivate the girl inside to become a devotee and join in the worship. So you can say that it is advice to our mind to come out of its stupor and participate in the Shiva worship. So with that, we will listen to the Oduvar singing the first 3 songs and then we will conclude with that.
ādiyum andamum illā arumberum sōdiyai yām pāḍak kēṭṭēyum vaḻttiyaṃ mādē vaḷarudiyō vaṉ-seviyō செவிதாन् மாதேவன் வார்-kaḍalgaள் வாڵttiya vāḻttori போய் vīdivāyk kēṭṭalumē vimmi meymmaṟandu pōdār amaḷiyiṉmēl niṇḍrum puraṇ்டு iṅṅaṉ ஏதேனுமாகாள் கிடந்தாள் என்னே என்னே ஈதே என் தோழி பரிசேலோர் எம்பாவாய். பாசம் பரஞ்சோதிக்கு என்பாயிராப்பகல் நாம் பேசும்போதெப்போது pōdār amaļiyiணmēl பாசம் பரஞ்சோதிக்கு என்பாயிராப்பகல் நாம் பேசும்போதெப்போது pōdār amaļiyiணmēl நேசமும் வைத்தனையோ நேசமும் வைத்தனையோ நெரிடையாய் நேரிடையீர் சீசிவையும் சிலவோ விளையாடி நேசமும் வைத்தனையோ நெரிடையாய் நேரிடையீர் சீசிவையும் சிலவோ விளையாடி ஏசும் இடம் ஈதோ விண்ணோர்களேத்துதற்கு பூசும் மலர்பாதம் தந்தருள வந்தருளும் ஏதும் இடம் ஈதோ விண்ணோர்களேத்துதற்கு பூசும் மலர்பாதம் தந்தருள வந்தருளும் தேசன் சிவலோகன் தேசன் சிவலோகன் தில்லை சிற்றம்பலத்துள் ஈதனார்கண்பார் யாம் ஆரேலோரெம்பாவாய். தேசன் சிவலோகன் தில்லை சிற்றம்பலத்துள் ஈதனார்கண்பார் யாம் ஆரேலோரெம்பாவாய். முத்தன்ன வெண்ணகையாய் முன்வந்து எதிரெழுந்து என் அத்தன் ஆனந்தன் அமுதன் என்று அள்ளூரேன அள்ளூரி தித்திக்கப் பேதுவாய் வந்து உன் கடை திறவாய். பத்துடையீர் ஈதன் பழகடியீர் பாங்குடையீர் புத்தடியோம் உண்மை தீர்த்து ஆட்கொண்டார் பொல்லாதோ ஆட்கொண்டார் பொல்லாதோ எத்தோ நின் அன்புடைமை எல்லோம் அறியோமோ சித்தம் அழகியார் பாடாரோ நம் சிவனை சித்தம் அழகியார் பாடாரோ நம் சிவனை இத்தனையும் வேண்டும் எமக்கு ஏல்வோர் எம்பாவாய். எம்பாவாய் எம்பாவாய்.
So before we end, any comments, anything else you want to say in the what we have seen today? Okay, good. So with that, we'll conclude today, and then next time we will continue with the remaining songs of this padhigam. Tiruchitrambalam.